Hello everyone, let me introduce myself. My name is Zeli Hapita, a student majoring Public Administration at Islamic State Sunan Gunung Jati Bandung. In this video, I will to talk about Thailand government policy to overcome human trafficking. Background human trafficking in Thailand. The existence of human trafficking has occurred in various countries, especially developing countries, namely Thailand, where the country is still developing, in Southeast Asia, which has a high level of human trafficking. In this case, human trafficking in Thailand is an occurrence that is crucial. This is because human trafficking in Thailand is increasing from year to year, so that the government is paying serious attention to this case. Victims of human trafficking in Thailand, mostly women and children. Human trafficking in Thailand forced into labor at low wage 57% of workers in Thailand to be trafficked. Human trafficking has a negative effect on social life, especially the victim's social life. Human trafficking in Thailand, which has been increasing in recent times, has given the government serious attention to this case, and Thailand has its own way of avoiding an increase in human trafficking. Perception of the government of Thailand and human trafficking. Thailand is actively taking action against human trafficking. The problem of human trafficking first appeared in Thailand in 1984 when some of the victims were burned life-threatening. Since then, Thailand has committed to combating human trafficking. For the reason, various efforts and action have been taken by the government to combat human trafficking. One of the efforts is to formulate policies. In formulating, the Thai government would need data on human trafficking as a base. Therefore, as part of Thailand's policy on human trafficking in 2005, a national subcommittee was formed as the Thai Trafficking Data Center. From the committee's data, the Thai government can formulate the right policies to deal with human trafficking. In the 2007 ASEAN report, it was that the human trafficking policy in Thailand began with the formulation of the 1997 anti-trafficking law. The definition of trafficking in person contained in the law only mentioned women and children as victims of human trafficking. Explicitly, this definition eliminates the possibility of men becoming victims of human trafficking as well. This is due to the anti-human trafficking law in the Thailand, which is actually called the Law for the Prevention and Eradication of Trafficking in Women and Children. In addition, Thailand's national policy against human trafficking instead in the 2004 National Policy Plan for the Prevention and Resolution of Trafficking in Women and Children between domestic and interstate. The national plans and policies include national and international legal instruments regulating human beings, such as the United Nations Human Trafficking Protocol. In this connection, the policies used by the Thai government are adjusted to the substance of the protocol. On the other hand, As already said, Thailand is a member of COMIC, which also has multilateral memorandum of understanding with Cambodia, Laos, and Myanmar. Thailand government effort to address human trafficking. Thailand needs cooperation with other countries which are a source of human trafficking into the Thai region. In overcoming cases of human trafficking that occurred in Thailand, the government made several policies and cooperation within the country, among others. A. Affirmation of laws in dealing with the eradication of trafficking in person and migration laws. Number 1. Determination of the Prevention and Suppression of Trafficking in Person Act. The main momentum of the Thai government's effort is the establishment of the Prevention and Suppression of Trafficking in Person Act, or the Anti-Trafficking in Person Act, in 2008. The law focused on eradication human trafficking, which reads: exploitation means seeking benefits from the prostitution, production, or distribution of pornographic materials, other forms of sexual exploitation, self-free, causing another person to be a beggar, forced labor of service, coerced removal of organs for the purpose of trade, or any other similar practice resulting in forced extortion regardless of such person's consents. Number 2. The Alien Employment Act. The Thailand government issued the Alien Employment Act. Given the large influx of migration into Thailand, the government of Thailand is trying to regulate low-skilled migrant workers who want to work in Thailand. To cope with the flow of migration that occurred, the government of Thailand then enacted the Alien Employment Act in 2008. This policy became a fundamental policy for employing low-skilled workers. The clients referred to in this law are people who have citizenship other than Thailand. B. Cooperation between the government of Thailand and countries in Southeast Asia and international institutions. Number 1. Cooperation MOU to address migration problems. Meanwhile, to deal with immigration problems that occur, Thailand also collaborate in the form of a Memorandum of Understanding (MOU) with Laos, Myanmar, and Cambodia, with the aim of controlling the flow of migration that occurs. By increasing the feasibility of migration procedures for migration workers, a more effective return of migrant workers, protection for migrant workers, and prevention of illegal border infiltration, tracking of illegal workers, and illegal employment of workers. Number 2. Collaboration with the International Labour Organization in 2006. The government of Thailand also collaborates with the International Labour Organization in the form of a guidebook that discusses the problem of migrant workers, and also with various supporting facilities such as transit points, protection, and handover processes to improve protection for victims. Regarding trafficking in women, in Article 29 of the International Labour Organization competition. The International Labour Organization framework is based on the assumption that trafficking in women is a form of human rights violation in which women or girls are forced to work in sexual activities that are against their dignity as human beings, against moral and human cultures. Number 3. Cooperation with commit. A country in achieving its national interests also needs other countries, especially the problem of transnational crime. It is necessary to have a foreign policy to accept these interests. Thailand has carried out several foreign policies, one of which is through bilateral and multilateral cooperation with both state and non-state. Collaborating in handling women trafficking with 6 countries, including the Great Mekong sub-region, the coordinate Mekong Ministerial Initiative Against Human Trafficking, or COMIT. Okay everyone, maybe that's enough discussion about the Thailand government policy of overcome human trafficking. Sorry if I was wrong in conveying. Thanks for your attention and thank you for watching. Assalamualaikum.